In this video, we're going to find out why the head of SEO talked about Google SEO and how that's vital for the upcoming holiday season that you might want to tap into if you want to maximize your Etsy sales. Hi guys, my name is Vlad. I'm the owner of Tag Puppet. It's the #1 pet product store on Etsy as of recording this video. In terms of daily sales, you can check with eRank. I'm also ranking #1 on handmade dog collars on Amazon Handmade, and I'm #2 as well. So I know a few things about selling handmade products on a marketplace. So if you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe because this is where I try to give you guys the highest quality content that I possibly can. When I started my Etsy shop, I realized there wasn't that much content that helped me scale my Etsy shop. It wasn't really down to the grit, down to the facts about Etsy that really would have projected me forward. And the best person I could talk about that is the friend that hired me in the beginning to help me with understanding what Etsy was. And they're very successful, and he taught me everything I know. And the best conversations in terms of what helped me with my Etsy shop was with him, and the kind of conversation I had with him is what I try to replicate in this channel. So when I research the products and I give it to you guys, that's the same products I would recommend to a friend of mine, or what he would research and he would tell me. So you guys will get really the behind the scenes with how I communicate with the people that I do try to help one-on-one. So, and I just try to put this in a video format. So make sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification. Also, because sometimes I give you guys ideas on products to sell. And obviously when I release the video, if you watch it on the tail end of when I release the video, and you say you're the 10,000th person that's seen the video, it might be fairly saturated by then. Not to say that you shouldn't try that product, because a lot of times people watch video, they say they're going to do it and they don't do it. So the chances that they haven't tried the product is pretty high still. But still, you want to hit the bell notification so that you're notified as soon as possible when I release the video, so you can try that product and see if you can really leverage and benefit from the idea. So without any further ado, the Etsy Up came out, and I watched it I didn't watch it when it was live. I watched it after they released, and now they're starting to release the short videos. And if you look at the SEO video, you will realize that the head of SEO does not talk about Etsy SEO. And a lot of Etsy shop owners kind of got upset at that and frustrated. Why is he talking about Google SEO? Well, their target in those videos, the target audience are shop owners that don't really need that help with SEO, that generally understand how SEO works on Etsy. So you know how you should put in the keywords into your title, into your tags, in the description, and like we talked about, making sure that you have the first 160 characters being the top keywords that is closely associated with your product. And you know that, and so they don't need to really tell you more about Etsy SEO, because what they're trying to do is they're actually trying to make it simpler, not more complicated. So when they're coming out with new things they're adding, that's making it more complicated. In fact, what you're going to start to see is you would need to know less, because Etsy is becoming a lot better at recognizing what your product is and where it needs to position without requiring that much help from you. And he mentioned that in the video, that they're doing a lot on their back in terms of SEO to help your product be seen by the right people. So I can see the trend going the opposite. Now you don't need to know more, you might actually need to know less. But why did they bring Google into all of this? Well, it's very important. They understand the power of Google. They understand that Google is a very large search platform, much larger than Etsy is right now, or ever will be, who knows. Google is a place of massive traffic, right? Etsy is limited in traffic. Though it has grown significantly, Etsy is still limited in the traffic that it provides. And I've seen that when I plateau on some of the sales. You know, you can only grow so much until you realize there's only so many dog lovers out there on Etsy, and there's plethora of traffic both on Amazon, Google, and other platforms, or Chewy.com, you name it. So Etsy is trying to tap in to the Google market, or to the Google traffic, and they want you to do that for them. And that's kind of saying, well, they're just trying to market to Google, or they're trying to market Etsy on the Google platform. Yes, they're trying to get Etsy to be seen on Google, and they want you to do it so that you firsthand benefit from that work, that hard work. And you have to realize that Etsy is a website, right? And generally, in a retrospective, it is a website. And you posting your product is you're building a web page for them. You're creating a web page that belongs to Etsy. And they want to make sure that you structure that page correctly so that it is native to the Google algorithm, native to the Google atmosphere that Google requests, right? In the way that the crawlers, and I talk about those crawlers, it's like these digital bugs that crawl on your product page, and they read the title, they read the H1, the H2, but maybe the H3, and then the description, the meta description, and he also talked about the photo meta description, which I haven't been doing that. And he talks about you should describe what that photo is, and you do that when you open up a website. You make sure the back end of the SEO of the website that you're building has properly been organized, and they want us to do that so that we maximize our traffic from Google. Because when you think about it, during the holiday season, you will have an increase of people coming in to Etsy to search, but way more are they going to be going on Google to look for gifts and different kinds of stuff they want to buy. And Etsy really wants to tap into that traffic. So Etsy wants them to create accounts. They want them to be introduced to Etsy and be more comfortable with Etsy so that we have a much larger customer base after Etsy holiday is over. And so you want to maximize Google traffic that will be increased during the holiday season. Now, the other very important thing that we have to recognize is Etsy, they probably met together and say, hey, what is our marketing strategy for the holiday season 2022? They recognize that this is going to be the first time in a long time families are getting together. Right after COVID lockdowns, people are finally getting together with larger groups. They can finally start to see their family again, person to person, or they're gonna travel. And the gifting is going to be a lot more sentimental, a lot more personal, right? Whether it's literally personalized, which they're saying personalized, from what I got up from their overall video, personalized gifting is going to be a bigger deal, which means Etsy wants to really capitalize on this sentimental gifting that will occur in 2022. And they want to make sure that you're approaching the correct kind of products, and that you're positioning yourself in terms of the SEO correctly so that we can tap into that Google market. And they're spending a lot of marketing dollars to make sure we get as much of those people as possible. And we're going through very difficult economical times where buying things that you don't have to buy are becoming a lot more difficult to sell for a lot of people. Now, some people are still selling a lot, but I think the more that it's going to get tighter and tighter economically, there's going to be less things that people buying rose gold spoons or whatnot. They're just going to buy a regular spoon, right? Because it's cheaper. It's what I need. I need a spoon. I don't care about rose gold. I don't care about spending $20 more on a set that I don't have to. I'll go for the cheaper option. So that's a friction, that's a headwind for Etsy that they have to overcome. And so they're trying to make sure that Etsy sellers that are already experienced are positioning themselves correctly, because you guys that have Etsy shops that are really taking this serious are the ones that are going to help build Etsy, the webpage, the website, for success. So 2 things. Make sure that you do proper SEO to really tap into increased traffic from Google that will increase like crazy. And 2, make sure that you understand that this is the first time people are getting together in a long time, and Etsy really wants to capitalize on the gift giving and making sure that they're more sentimental and not just this China resell. If you're reselling, you're not going to do really well. Sure, you're going to increase your sales, but you're not going to be doing as well as those people that really make it sentimental, really doing that handmade in your product. So hopefully you found this video to be useful. Make sure to subscribe, because the next video I'm going to release is the 10 digital products that you can sell on Etsy in this coming holiday season. All right, until next time, have a good one.